what is up? What is this? Hi, it's Snitchery. How are you doing? I'm kind of nervous for today's video, actually. I've been posting some pretty, my content lately hasn't necessarily been contentious. I've been doing like some reviews and things like that, some Q&As. So today, despite the fact that the title of this video is talking about like my hair journey, I'm actually going to be getting into some things about my hair that I've never talked about to you guys, and I'm kind of nervous to do it because they were things that I didn't think I actually ever would. I think this video might be kind of long anyway, so I don't want to bore you guys with the long intro. However, if you are new to my channel, hi, my name is Snitchery. It's Eleanor, but it's Snitchery. If you like this video or you ever want to see my face again, feel free to subscribe. I talk about lots of stuff. Who knows what roller coaster this channel's riding. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for sticking with me and my little peanut head. It means the world. And if anyone who's watching this video likes it, then hit it with a like. It helps me out a bunch. Okay, so today, as you can probably tell from the title of this video, I'm going to be talking about sort of my hair journey and how I went from this to this. All the reasons that my hair was thinning and falling out, and I was basically balding myself by the time I was 20 from years and years of abuse to my scalp. So I'm gonna move to the side. I think we'll put pictures here. We'll start with when I was a wee thing. I actually couldn't find a baby picture in my house, but this is when I was like a small little child. My hair when I was born was actually straight and black, but it all fell out real quick, and then it came back in like sort of a medium brown and curly. It was very cute. I'm biracial. My dad is black and my mom is white, so I was kind of a mix of both of them. So for a while as I grew up, basically my mom just let my hair do its own thing. She like learned over the course of a few years how to style it and take care of it and make sure my curls were looking super cute. My hair was very, very long. I guess I didn't really get haircuts when I was younger, just kind of like let it grow. So it turned into big old hair, and I was totally fine with that and probably thought it was cute. I used to apparently get a lot of compliments. I don't remember that up until basically like 5th or 6th grade, when I was the only one with really, really, really big hair because I grew up in a very, very white area, and that started to bother me. Ooh, bonus Jonas. This is my first wig. It was Belle out from Beauty and the Beast. Start 'em young. Okay, so this next picture is actually when I first relaxed my hair. I relaxed my hair, I believe this was 7th grade. The reason I relaxed it is because my hair was getting so long and it was really unmanageable. I did not know how to take care of it, and my mom didn't know how to take care of it, and I wanted long hair. And it was actually really, really healthy at this point, I think. And this was also the time when I started flat ironing my hair every day. I actually didn't. I went downstairs every morning and my mom flat ironed my hair. It took about an hour every day before school. This is my first experimentation with color. This is when I was 12, I believe. So a little bit after I relaxed my hair and started flat ironing it, I wanted to dye my hair pink, and my mom was like, no. So these are actually, they're like beaded extensions, but I have like 4 basically in my head. They were not all that in a bag of chips, but you can already see that my hair is looking really, really, really damaged just from about a year of flat ironing it without like any heat protectant or anything like that. Next, okay, so basically my hair, sometimes I didn't flat iron it, right? So my hair would still curl up because even though obviously the curls are much more damaged than they used to be, like my hair was still curly. And you can see, look at that little one strand of my extension. That's so foul. I just wanted to be like a scene kid. Like I'll show you, this is my soccer picture. I was more into the style rather than like whether it looked good. This is when I was 13, I believe. I'm showing you this because you can see how damaged my bangs were. Like my hair was so damaged at this point. And this was also after I had taken a leg razor because I wanted to be seen, and I had razored like all of my hair, like especially my bangs and my fringe. So my hair was all, my hair was a big split end basically. So this is a little bit later. I was not as seen anymore. So I was like, okay, I need to like get rid of some of these razored bits. So I cut my hair really, really short, and you can see how dead it is. It's so thin already by this point. And at this point I had been flat ironing my hair and like razoring it basically for 2 years essentially. My hair is inherently very thin and very brittle, so it really can't take much abuse, and I was abusing it. Oh, I'm sick, by the way. You could probably hear it in my voice. My first stint with bangs like this, and I continue to go back to bangs like this constantly. I always cut my hair like this when I need like a change. This is also when I was 14, a little later in the year. You can tell how much my style has changed like very quickly. And that's also sort of a motif that'll come up throughout the course of this video, that I change my style all the time, and usually my hair changes with it. I'm not messing with my hair anymore, so it's not looking nearly as gross, and that's just because I'm not doing anything to it. I'm still flat ironing it every day. Like, keep that in mind, but I'm not not aggressively trying to murder my hair. I don't have any pictures from the time I was 16 for some reason. I don't know why. When I was 16 is the first time I went platinum blonde, and you can tell already that like my entire life I've had bad hair. People comment and they're like, oh, this is so sad you destroyed your hair. I'm like, well, not really. Like, there was nothing to destroy. So this is my prom picture. These are a couple prom pictures. You can see my hair was platinum. It was like white, silver, blonde. I used to always do like a really messy bun and just kind of like let my fringe fly around. Like this was my prom hair, but this is pretty much the hair I wore every day. This is my first week of college. I went to college with green hair. You can tell my style has dramatically changed again just over the course of that summer. I don't even know what you would call this style. Sharpie brow? I don't know. I had blue hair for a while, and you can see actually in this picture with the blue hair, I have it braided because my hair was so thin that I couldn't really, like I could never just let my hair down straight. I always had to wave it like I did in the last one to hide the fact that it was super thin, or I had to braid it so you couldn't see how thin it was on the sides, because right here on the sides have always been the thinnest part of my hair. And then I had a disastrous hair appointment. I remember this. I remember crying on my way to Ulta right after I got my hair cut. I went to the salon and I basically said I want it one length all the way around. The front was so broken and I basically had a mullet. I thought my hair was much longer than it was. So she cut it all the way around, but that means she cut it to like here. And gave me bangs, and it was blonde, and it was terrible, and I hated it so much, and it was so much shorter than I was comfortable with. So that's when I started rocking extensions, and I'm just gonna put a few pictures of extensions here. I had them for the longest time. They started off, they kind of look good in photos, but then you see the back. So I started wearing hats every day, and I wore hats every single day, basically a freshman year. And then eventually they got really ratty because I didn't change them, so I cut them short, and that's when I had this blonde hair. I thought I was really popping at this point. It kind of looks good from the front, and then you look in the side and you see how much I was struggling. Half my hair was like broken up to here, down to here, just everywhere on my head was a completely different length. Next was, oh, okay, so this is when I started experimenting with Kanekalon hair. Worked, I guess. It looked really bad, but it kind of like matched my style at the time. I would do these like flowy things, half with extensions, half with Kanekalon hair. They would get tangled within the hour. They were really bad. Here is what my actual hair looked like at this point. This is when I was 19. I think I just turned 19. My hair was so damaged. You can tell it's like 18 different colors. Well, this is one of the worst states my hair has been in, but not the worst. Not by a long shot. We'll get to that later. This is another example of when it looked really good on Instagram, but it actually looked really bad in real life because I couldn't go out like this. Sometimes I actually did, because you could sort of hide the clips because they were black, but this is the last photo I could find before I started wearing wigs. Anytime my hair is darker, it looks less damaged, so it just looks a little bit better. Oh, I have one more. This is the first time I did box braids. I did blonde ones, black ones, but they're way too heavy for me to sleep on. So the first wig that I wore like outside for like days at a time, and I loved it. I wore synthetic wigs for a long time before I ever wore human hair wigs, and it helped my hair heal for about 10 seconds before I got sick of the wigs, and I moved on to this. Next is what I would say is the calm before the storm. I did no heat for 6 months, I think. I would always just do 2 braids on the side of my head. This is also when I was in college. This is probably the best my hair has looked since childhood. You can see that my curls look really good here, but these were very much aided by a mini curling rod. So a lot of these curls are my natural curls, and that's actually what they looked like at the moment, but a lot of them are also dead straight pieces that were just hanging. It was like half curls, half dead straight pieces. This like effortless curly hair that I had was my natural curl pattern because I was mimicking the natural curl pattern that half my hair had. The other half of my hair was using a tiny curling iron. I talked about that on Instagram. Here again, this is half my hair, half curled. So basically I decided to cut off a lot of my hair, and then I decided to cut off more of my hair. But you can tell even here with the barrettes, I still had those really broken pieces. I was doing anything I could because my hair was falling out so quickly. Like it wasn't like normal shedding. It was like if I ran my hand through my hair when my hair was dry, like clumps would come out, like full strands of hair. It wasn't like breaking at the ends, it was like full strands of hair, and I could tell that it was thinning on the side. Like I used that like hair stuff, the stuff that mimics hair fibers, and I was like filling in literal like 2 bald patches had just like suddenly appeared. I don't know if it was because I was dyeing my hair. I don't know what it was, because it was coming out at the root. It wasn't like it was breaking off, like it was coming out at the root, and it was all coming out, and I was freaking out. And again, I should have shaved my head at this point, but I didn't. I just gave myself a pixie cut and then used those hair fibers to hide the fact that I was a balding ass bitch. But it felt worse to wear wigs because I wear wigs now because they're fun. I like my hair looking like this. I think it's cute and I wear this out as well. So to wear wigs, it's like, oh, I'm changing up my style. But when I was wearing wigs at this point, wearing wigs to hide my hair felt not good. It wasn't just that my hair was damaged or like shit. It was that my hair was falling out in clumps. I went to Brad Mondo. I did a collab with him. So I went to Brad and I was like, hey, I'm gonna shave my head. Let's go platinum. I want platinum hair for like 10 seconds before I just buzz it. And we didn't get this conversation on camera. So a lot of people were like, oh my God, he's so irresponsible for not telling her it's gonna damage her hair. It was already planned. So I shaved my head. I made a video about that and then I dyed it platinum. And a lot of people were like, you just shaved your head to make it healthy and now you're bleaching it. What is wrong with you, you dumb bitch? I mean, I guess it was a fresh start, but it was a fresh start out of necessity. Like there was no hair to keep, like it had to go. So if I like blonde hair, I'm going to dye my hair blonde, especially when I only have 2 weeks worth of hair on my head at that point. People were like, you're doing it blonde immediately? And I'm like, yeah, because if I want a blonde buzz cut, I'm not gonna wanna grow out my hair and then be like, man, I wish I had done that. Guess I'll shave it again and damage it again. Like, no. I bleached my hair blonde and then when I got sick of the blonde, I let it grow out to the point where I could buzz it again and now it's brown. Like, people were really freaking out about this and I could not figure out why. Right now, it's dry. Which brings me to the sponsor of this video. So the hair brand that I'll actually be working with over the course of the next few months while I try to grow out this puppy like a little chia pet is Amika. So I've been talking about Amika on my Instagram specifically for the better part of 2018. And the cool thing about Amika is that they have products for every hair type and they also have really cute packaging. This is the product I'm going to be talking about today. Literally every product you could possibly imagine for any step of your hair routine for really any hair type. And I actually went on a brand trip with them and it was so exciting because there were girls with so many different hair textures. There were girls with really, really curly kinky hair. There were girls with straight hair, wavy hair. Like it ran the whole gamut. And then I was the wig bitch. A lot of people have asked like, are you growing out your hair? Are you gonna buzz it again? Are you gonna bleach it? Right now I wear wigs so often that I'm just letting it grow kind of out of laziness. I'll show you guys. Please ignore the fact that it's just dirty, but it's exciting because you can see on the sides, I'm not balding anymore. This is stuck because I was wearing a wig, but like I'm really not balding. But as you can see, my hair is really, really dry right now. So the product we're gonna be using today is this bad boy. Oh, okay. I thought I'd be really slick. Okay. So this is the Amika Color Lock Leave-In Conditioner. I don't like to completely wet my hair every day. Sometimes it's a real hassle because it still takes my hair kind of a long time to dry even though it's so short. You can spray this in damp hair or you can spray this in, what is the word I'm looking for? Dry hair? Paraben free, it's mineral oil free, it's sulfate free. So literally all I do is just spray it all around my hair. So my hair is not dried completely. As you can see, it's still a little damp. I was excited to show you guys the results. You just see like how quickly my curls bounced back. Thank you to Amika for sponsoring this video and for making me aware of these products over the past year and some change because literally their products changed my life and like my hair game, hi. So yeah, that information will be in the description if you're interested in checking it out for yourself. Thank you guys for joining me. What is this little curl? I hope if you're interested, you stick around to see like where my hair goes over the course of the next year. I'm really excited. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, leave me a comment telling me which hair phase or which like hair cut of mine you liked the best on me. And if you liked the video, hit it with a thumbs up. It helps me out a lot. Thank you guys so much for being my friend today and always, and I will see you guys in the next one. Mwah! Bye guys!